You mentioned you were in and out of consciousness at some points. Do you remember any of those moments?
Yeah, so like I was in a coma for 4 weeks, so I didn't know any of that stage, but I was in and out of consciousness for months after that, and I'd have these fleeting memories of being on a bed and just being jostled around, and I had a feeding tube that was put down my throat. This is a bit graphic, but and I'd yank it out, and I would do this multiple times. That they put mittens on my hands, and I would just remember kind of getting my hands free and then yanking it out. But every time I would yank it out, they'd have to put it down, x-ray me to make sure it was in my stomach and not my lungs before they could start feeding me again. So I lost 20, 30 pounds of weight. So it was looking not so healthy. But I remember when I came to for the final time, like out of consciousness, or into consciousness rather, I woke up and there was my mom, my brother, and my dad standing around me. And they're all like, "Oh, hi Dan, how are you doing?" And I look around and I see all these tubes in me. And I'm thinking, "Oh, this isn't good." And I'm trying to talk, but I can't speak because I had a tracheotomy. And my voice box hadn't come back yet. So I'm trying to frantically get their attention, get my brother's attention. So I point to Cameron, my brother, and I go, "Give me a pen and paper." And I write down on the pen and paper, "Get me out of here." And he was telling me at Christmas, he goes, "Yeah, man, I wasn't sure what I was supposed to do with that. Like, initially I was like, I'm going to break him out of the hospital, and he's got tubes and stuff attached to him." I was thinking, I've got, this looks expensive. I don't think I've got coverage for this, so let's get out of here while we still can. Little did I know I would be in the hospital for months after that, but that was my first reaction when I woke awake.
That must have been a big moment for your family to see you wake up and for you to be able to write that message, because I'm sure they didn't know, what, if you did wake up, what you would be able to do and not do.
Yeah, I think the big issue with the brain injury is you're not really sure what the after effects are going to be. Like, I know that, was I going to live A or B? And then if I lived, what state would I be in? I mean, quality of life is kind of big, and I'm very fortunate that I've got, I've definitely got some quirks to me now, but I'm more or less whole.